It is 10:07 and welcome to KTV News. I am your host, Kenneth Omondi. In local news, a tragic road accident in Kericho town claimed the lives of six people, with one passenger critically injured and rushed to Kericho County Referral Hospital for treatment. The accident involving a Toyota Probox and Mitsubishi HF truck occurred around 7:30 p.m. at Dukamoja on the outskirts of Kericho. The Probox traveling from Kericho to Nakuru collided head-on with the lorry heading towards Kericho town, leaving behind a devastating aftermath in its wake. In political news, the Kenya Human Rights Commission has asked the Inspector General of Police, Japheth Koome, to protect activists in Busia, Senator Okia Omtata. The senator's rural home was raided at night by unknown people, and his wife was injured in the attack. Omtata is known for criticizing and challenging unconstitutional government policies that affect the common mwananchi. They have been accused, the KHRC has accused powerful people in Kenya Kwanza government for orchestrating the attacks against the senator to instill fear. Onto the international scene. Two brothers from the Eastern Cape have been tragically killed after being scammed on Facebook. The siblings responded to an advert to buy a television which was advertised on the marketplace of the social media platform. Police are describing the murder as senseless killing and are calling for anyone with information to come forward. In business news, Argentines are eyeing a financial boost, lining up by the thousands to have their irises scanned in exchange for a few crypto tokens. In exchange, as part of an online biometrics project under scrutiny in several countries. Ads by some 3 million people worldwide have so far provided the iris data to WorldCoin as an initiative of OpenAI chief Sam Altman, but few have embraced the project more fervently than the Argentines. 500,000 people in the South American nation have participated since WorldCoin launched last July. And queues for scans are growing longer and longer in recent months of fast shrinking disposable income. In sports news, Francis Atwoli hosts Kenyan boxer Daniel Wanyonyi after he showcased his skills, securing an unexpected victory over Tanzanian boxer Karim Mandonga in the rebout match in Nairobi. The 10-round light heavyweight match lived up to its expectations, as the talented pugilist at the Sarit Center Expo Center entertained the spectators. Wanyonyi recovered from his loss at the previous bout at the Kenyatta International Convention Center.
Good afternoon to our esteemed viewers. Welcome to KTV, and I'm here with our guests. She'll introduce herself, and we'll be having an amazing topic to talk about. You're welcome.
Right, my name is Rachel Ngugi. I work here at Daystar University as the assistant chaplain, Nairobi campus.
Well, as we've all heard, she's Rachel Ngugi, and we are pleased to inform you that we'll be talking about a diverse topic. And you can still channel your contributions, your thoughts, anything that you have to say about the topic of today. It's about normalism. Yeah, and she'll be helping us to understand and also have questions that she'll be helping us also to answer together. Yeah, so Pastor Rachel, as we already discussed, or as we already briefed each other about our topic today, which is normalism, what do you understand when someone talks about normalism?
It's a big English word
Yeah,
that is not commonly used, just like in conversations, but it basically means, it comes from the word normal, and it basically means conforming to whatever is the order of the day, so to speak. Yeah. So I think the easy synonym I could use is conforming.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some examples of societal norms that people tend to conform to?
I think some examples would be, say you've grown up in a specific place or area or community, let's even say an estate,
Yeah.
and there's a way things are done within that estate. As simple as maybe when we were children, our normalism was going to school and learning how other kids are playing or what games they're playing in their estates, and you easily conform to that. But as we grow older, it's conforming to the way of life that people live or the way they do things, which in effect makes us, molds us, or maybe not molding, but shapes our lives based on what we are picking from different people and making it normal to ourselves, just from what is normal for them. Yeah.
So as we've had, it's conforming, literally, let me say, you adjust to things.
Yeah.
So how does this adjust?
I think I would put it as tuning. You know how you tune the radio, and if you move to a different place, it feels like the frequency, you're sort of losing frequency, and you so it's that. Yeah.
Okay, so how does it influence individual behavior and decision making?
Like I said, as we become older and there are more life decisions to be made, normalism really affects us because we realize human beings are naturally copycats, if I would put it that way. In the sense that because it looked good for you or on you, I want it for me. Let me give an easy example. It's seeing you wearing a very nice outfit, and I go for a similar outfit, hoping that it will give me the same exact look as what I'm seeing on you, forgetting that there are other factors that come into play. You know, your body size, your body shape versus my body size, my body shape, your height, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. So then we get frustrated when I don't get the picture that I am, when I look at you, what I'm seeing. Yeah. I mean, look at us
versus what you get.
Exactly. Exactly. And sometimes the issue is not what I get that is wrong. It's that it just can't give me what I saw. You know. But we ever stop? We are always on Pinterest to look for, you know, to copy. So that really influences our decision making, because then I think I would say it affects our thinking process in the sense that we don't then learn to challenge ourselves.
Thank you for having us, and please do not conform to everything. Yeah. It's a learning process, adjustments here and there. Yeah, thank you so much, Pastor Rachel, and I'm glad that you tuned in. I've been your host, Madeleine Albright.
Thank you for having me.
Drug abuse by young people and mental health problems are a major problem in the society today. These problems are closely linked together and have significant impact on individuals, families, and even communities. Firstly, we begin with mental health crisis, narrowing down to anxiety and depression. Social media demands and scholastic expressions are frequently making young people nowadays to register highly for anxiety and depression, which is broadly mental health illness. Lack of access to care is another problem. The expense, stigma, and scarcity of resources make it difficult for many young people to get mental health treatments. We move to suicide rates. One of the main causes of suicide rates is mental health illness. We move to suicide rates. One of the main causes of death for young people in this age group is mental health issues, and are a contributing factor in this rising suicide rates within this demographic. Effect to the community. Healthcare shortage, emergency services, and mental health professionals are among the healthcare systems that are strained by the surge in the drug abuse and mental health crisis. Disruptions to education. Addiction and drugs and alcohol, as well as mental health issues, can cause educational disruption for young people, resulting into decreased academic performance. Here are some of the effective coping mechanisms for the youth. Talking to someone you trust, like a friend, family member, or counselor. Engaging in physical activities or exercise to release some stress and boost your mood. Practicing relaxation techniques such as deep breath taking and mindfulness. Engaging in hobbies and activities that bring joy and pride of a sense and of accomplishment. Setting realistic goals and breaking them down into smaller and manageable steps. Seeking professional help if needed, such as therapy or counseling. Some examples of relaxation techniques are deep breath taking. Take slow deep breaths in through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat that several times. Progressive muscle relaxation. Start by tensing and then relaxing each muscle group in your body from your toes all the way up to your head. Focus on releasing tension as you relax each muscle. Guided imagery. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in a peaceful and calming place, such as a beach or a forest. Visualize the details and immerse yourself in the serene environment. Mindfulness meditation. Sit comfortably and focus on your attention, on your breath or a specific sensation in your body. Notice any thoughts or feelings that arise without judgment, and gently bring your attention back to your breath or choose focal points. Remember, relaxation techniques may take practice, but they can be effective, reducing stress and promoting a sense of calm. Give them a try and see which one works for you.
Good afternoon, Destarians. We're out on the street of Daystar, and I'd like to ask my brother here some questions. Would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yeah, my name is Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom Karanja Mwangi. I'm a communication student.
I am Blessing. And first question, I would like to ask, what do you think, what are your opinions on the current elections that happened in Daystar last week?
I believe from what I saw, the elections went quite smoothly. There was not much of politics or drama. So I loved how everything flowed peacefully.
And how was it conducted generally?
Generally, I saw order. The ECD really took control of the whole process.
Yeah.
It was even more orderly than what I saw last year.
Last year?
Yes.
Okay, and in your opinion, do you think the elections are fair?
From what I experienced
Yeah.
and what I've heard from those that are close, I have come to the conclusion, I feel they're fair, and they were quite fair this time. And that both parties were given a fair ground for political competition.
Why did you vie yourself? Why didn't you vie yourself?
Personally, I didn't vie because I don't feel right now is the time to get into politics for me.
Okay.
I'm more focused on just getting my course done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're good. Hi, afternoon, people. I'm out here in the street with Daystar with
My name is Ray Kahi.
Roy.
Ray.
Pleasure to meet you, Roy. I'm Benaya. And I would like to ask you a few questions. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
So what are your opinions on the current elections that happened in Daystar last week?
Honestly,
Yeah.
my honest opinion is they were very quiet, especially compared to last year's elections.
Yeah.
Not to say that last year's elections were unruly or anything like that. It's just that these ones were fairly under the radar, you know.
Yeah.
Even the conducting of the elections themselves, as much as they did happen and as much as we were all involved,
Uh-huh.
you didn't really see the whole movement bit of it, because the campaign was there. That one we
Okay.
saw a lot of,
Okay.
but then the actual voting process was very quiet. I love how silent people were about it.
And how did you like how the campaigns were done?
Campaigns were done very interestingly. I even saw a team that had coordinated T-shirts with
yeah.
logos and all that. It was an amazing thing to witness. It's good to see that they have creativity for this stuff, which shows that as even as they go into government and into power, you know that there's a lot that they bring to the table.
That's nice. And in your opinion, again, what do you think elections were fair or not?
Of course, I believe Daystar to be a very integral university, and that includes elections. So I have to believe that the elections were conducted and done fairly.
Okay, it's been blessing again. Pleasure.
That's it for KTV News. Thank you for tuning in.
Women have a harder time with failure, and yet everybody who has succeeded will tell you that there is no success without failure along the way.
Life. I don't know what the future holds for me, but I know that there is a vision for my life that is greater than my imagination can hold.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
When I look down at this golden statue, may it remind me and every little child that no matter where you're from, your dreams are valid.
The moment you can figure out what it is you're supposed to be doing, the sooner you are able to get about the business of doing that.
Happy International